And we're back. It's been a while. Hi, let's look how the poll went. Well, apparently 89% of you like ramen more than sushi, which, to be honest, is my favorite as well. But spread some love for the sushi crowd, put some Fs in the chat. While I've been away, we cracked the 100 subscribers. Thanks for that as well. But I don't want to linger too much on that, because we're here to listen to last new song. Well, I don't know exactly how they're gonna manage not to make any new song after this, but maybe we're gonna see. That's pretty fast. What immediately stands out to me here, we had a lot of different drum patterns, and they're going really proggy here, like they're switching the timing a lot. We had a pretty cool intro, which I think works with a somewhat established Galneryus concept for intros at this point, but it still sounds pretty fresh and original, I would say. I really like the sound here, and it's also aesthetically pretty complex, if you think about it. In the end here, we had a bit of neoclassical stuff. Before, it actually was neoclassical a bit as well, but it was more J-rocky, I would say. And yeah, I want to listen to the intro again, and then we can skip a bit. He's playing really fast here. I don't even know how to play that fast. Like, and this wobbly sound was really cool. The gallops here. An instant switch up to a more modified version of the intro here to finish it off. Putting in some arpeggios and open stuff, pretty cool. Dynamic here. And here's the Spanish neoclassical-esque touch to it. Gallops again. The guitar sounds really good here, I think. Yes. The speed changes work exceptionally well here. They have this intense speed in the verse. The chorus was, I think, halftime something. It sounded very open and notably slower. A rather atmospheric chorus compared to the rest of the album, but it still has the same aesthetic we had in like Everlasting and New Legend, so it fits very well. It has this very thick atmosphere to it. The melody doesn't hook as much. You don't really necessarily want to sing along instantly, but that kind of plays into the speed thing. It's rather a period of rest between those intense verses. But I like how he goes up in the end. They have this little hook there. Usually you have these continuous gallops where we have this riding sensation, but here they're alternating between gallop and pause, which is kind of a microstructure of this macro thing we have between the verse and the chorus, where we have this drive and speed and this slower section. Seems to be a central concept in the song, and I think this repetition they have here in the transition and also in the beginning, where they kind of hung up like a broken record. I get a bit of this repetition element, right? This idea, well, last new song, that there's a sort of process or something which has been repeated too often, and now we have to kind of change our approach in making new stuff or something. Maybe I'm interpreting too much. Beautiful second guitar. The guitar is very active here, by the way. Oh, that's heavy, dude. What the f... The melody's back. And then they had this broken record again in the transition. It's really fancy, it has a lot of cool ideas, and I think aesthetically it's another really strong entry. And we've reached a point in Galneryus where I can't only listen anymore to like the melody or whatever like Shu plays per se, but what carries this is majorly how it sounds like, not exactly what he plays. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but we're gonna listen to the solo again. I also noticed like in the chorus, as I've mentioned, the guitar is very busy. We have the double pedals still going. Like the slowest, least intense thing in the entire chorus is basically Yamabi singing. It's just a really interesting contrast if you see the guitar actually doing more stuff than the singer in the chorus. Like in the chorus, right? It's the chorus. Right? Also the double pedals, but like this transition, that really got me. Like that sounded so heavy, absolutely brutal here. Almost some Slayer type shit, right? What is he singing? Die? But then there's this chord progression and like the melody he plays here. It's like, it's not going over the top. It's not like focused on the melody. It's really focused on the atmosphere here. I really like the progression this chooses to go for. Almost a bit melancholic. And then here, some of Euphoria. But again, more melodic. Bench ready, right? Back to the gallop. That's kind of what I appreciate about just playing so much. Playing some Freddy riffs and playing some open arpeggios and then changing up the rhythm, and just like this little section. And then it's... He played 3 or 4 different things in this little transition here. It's just very cool. Very subtle, nice strings in the background there. Wow, that's what I mentioned when I said the sounded really deep. Maybe it's my headphones, I don't know, but very far in the back in the mix that you heard, I'm not even sure what sound it was. I suppose it's strings, which sounded a very like noble, elegant atmosphere to it. And then it switched in the mood into transition to something holy, heavenly sounding. It's so subtle, but it's still there. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, you hear it kind of. Yes! That's exactly what was missing. The final missing piece. Very energetic song, actually. I'm a melody first type of guy. I just like the idea that I have the urge to sing along with something. This isn't necessarily the case with this song. Like, you could sing along, but it's not something like Braving Flag, right? Which is straight up just a melodic speed metal song. Nonetheless, the drums are absolutely insane in this. I really like the guitar. It goes into different directions, like noticeably from previous albums. We had another cool melodic solo. The mix was really good in this song. I totally enjoyed the details they worked with here. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. I hope you'll dig the song as well. Like, as I said, I'm totally blown away by this album so far, and I hope it's gonna continue this way. Okay, let's speed through the lyrics like the drums did in the song. Silent scream in the heat of night. Hear the voice of your deep inside. I call on you, can you hear my voice? I'm standing alone. Fight for its destiny. Face the world of your deep inside. Flash of steel makes you feel so new. I'm standing alone. Okay, they have this like repetition of I'm standing alone. We had a bit of melancholy here, but as I said, they progressed through a lot of emotional moods and atmospheres here. They had euphoria, they had pretty much a lot of stuff. That's what I kind of like also about this album. It's very complex in the way it feels, right? It's not so direct. It had been complex before, but it was more graspable, I suppose. Here it's more layered and it's more mishmashed. Now the new century has begun. Take my hand if I catch my voice again. Like a flame, my soul is burning hard. Keep on standing in the fields. I will be back from the place of the gloom. So it's another reflective night song. They're looking deep inside. Hear the voice of your deep inside. Face the world of your deep inside. So like inner demons type of The newest century has begun, the new saga or whatever. Like a flame, my soul is burning hard. Like in the last album, right? Where they've kind of gained this burning soul theme. Keep on standing in the fields, we had that so far as well. Take your saber and, I don't know, go into the fields and fight. I don't know, I don't quite remember what the lyrics were. Chorus. Close to me, don't look back in anger. Please touch me and tell me what you want. Close to me, don't look back in anger. You should go with me now. You'll hear the last new song. Then we have prime of your life is in this time. Hear the voice of your deep inside. I call on you. Can't you hear my voice? I'm standing alone. Now the newest century has begun. Take my hand if catch my voice again. Like a flame, my soul is burning hard. Keep on standing in the fields. I will be back from the place of the gloom. Yeah, so it's all like very, very abstract. We have again this you here in the chorus. You should go with me now. You'll hear the last new song. Like, what's the last new song? Who's gonna go with who? I will be back from the place of gloom. Like, it kind of reminds me a bit of this one Greek legend. I don't know how to pronounce that in English, like Orpheus and Eurydice, where basically like his wife died and got to the underworld, and he went into the underworld to get her back. And on the way back, the condition was that he's not gonna look back at her until they've left the underworld. But then he's starting to develop doubt on the way back, and he's gonna look back, and then his wife basically has to stay there. So it's kind of like working with those themes, I suppose. I don't know if that's like consciously or not consciously, but it would fit into the aesthetic. He's going into the world deep inside. I'm standing alone, but he's gonna take someone back. Like, stay close to me. You should go with me now. You'll hear the last new song. He's also like playing in the underworld a song, which was a pretty beautiful song. So it was actually granted to him that he's gonna be able to take his wife back. But yeah, like this time I really can't decipher much from those lyrics. It has this certain melancholy aesthetic wise, but it also has this mythical element to it. And it's somehow just like a very interesting mix. I don't really hear in other bands sound. It's really like a Galneryus kind of thing they achieve here. It was written by Yamabi and Shu. So they're onto something here. They're kind of progressing in their style. You kind of notice that. But apparently resulted in them parting ways later on. Really exciting song. I'm totally gonna put this into my playlist and blast this afterwards. So thanks for watching, and thanks for your ongoing support. I appreciate it. See you next week for the next song, which apparently is not gonna be new or something.